about the pair of them in the situation that they're now in.
It's going to be interesting this first round. Are they going to go for it in terms of landing that big shot? Will Fury just work behind his jab, keep his distance? He's come out on that front foot. Very interesting indeed. This opening round is going to be crucial.
As if they need introduction, Tommy Fury in the white trunks trimmed with gold, the charcoal grey for Jake Paul. It's only an 18-foot ring, so that means they're going to be close together, and it might lead to the kind of fight where they've got to stand there toe-to-toe.
Bit scrappy early doors. Fury's works well with his jab to close that gap down. Just got to judge the distance a little bit better, but nothing coming back from Jake Paul on the inside. So yeah, the referee's just having a word with him. It's a little bit scrappy. They're both a little bit tense, obviously.
Both of them were very, very calm at the weigh-in yesterday. Both have talked a good fight. Both said they're going to win by stoppage. The first good jabs there from Tommy Fury. We know that Jake Paul has the power, and we know that Tommy Fury should be the better boxer. Whether that works out over the course of 8 rounds remains to be seen.
Well, he just give you a little glimpse there of what he's all about, Jake Paul, and what he wants to, the punch that he wants to land. It's that right hand over the top. So what's important here for Tommy Fury is for him to use that jab well. He's got to hit the target, keep his distance, doesn't want to be falling in or missing, and that's giving Jake Paul then the chance to land the right hand over the top.
The crowd are with Tommy Fury, that's for certain. That was the case yesterday at the weigh-in as well, and he's maybe settled the better of the two of them here.
A little bit of inexperience there from Jake Paul, just showed as they broke. The referee said break, and then Fury was quick off the mark just to get a shot on him.
8 3-minute rounds, 185-pound catch weight, so slightly lower than the cruiserweight norm. Judges from Mexico, the United States and Belgium with a Panamanian referee. And the first big moment in this fight is going to be when one of them lands the first serious shot.
Wasn't too far away there from Jake Paul. He just showed us a glimpse again of what he wants to throw, that right hand over the top. He's waiting for that shot. He's waiting for Fury to launch the attack, maybe fall in, miss the target. But this is better boxing from Fury, boxing sensible at range with that jab.
Final 30 seconds of the first round. Neither of them really close enough at this stage to land anything meaningful. Tommy Fury missing with that chopping right hand as Jake Paul was bending over.
That's what he's got to watch out for, though Fletch, because he's crouching low, Jake Paul, and that's when he'll spring that right hand over. That's better. That's a nice jab there from Tommy Fury.
It's a good left hand as well that got through. The first meaningful shots of the fight landed right at the end of the round from Tommy Fury, and both of them will...
Indeed, Fletch. He looks in good condition though, but Jake Paul is a deceiving. Remember, boxing is all you can never judge a book by its cover in the sport of boxing. And Jake Paul, we know he's dangerous, especially with that right hand. So both had limited success in that first round, but for me, Fury just did enough to win it.
All kinds of rumours have been doing the rounds today. Someone said they'd unearthed the script of the way that the fight's going to go with the results, etc. I would think that's highly unlikely. That's a cracking jab though by Tommy Fury that rocked the head back of Jake Paul and forced the first spray to cascade off the head of the man from Cleveland, Ohio.
So Jake Paul's already realising that he's got to get closer up to Fury. That's why he's walking forward. He's trying to trigger Fury's jab and then try and come back with that right hand over the top in a counter or even a counter attack. Beat him to the punch with the right hand.
Fury started to find that left jab with a little bit more regularity. Decent shot with his back to the ropes as well. The better work at this stage has come from Fury.
I think Jake Paul's corner would have told him that he may have lost that first round. He's come out on that front foot. But that's probably given Tommy Fury more opportunities to land punches like that one there. So Jake Paul got to keep the hands up if he's coming forward.
The left jab has been a good punch so far for Tommy Fury. BJ Flores is in the corner with Jake Paul tonight. Both of them unbeaten, but this is far and away the biggest test that either of them have ever had in the ring.
So Fletch, the rhythm and the pattern of the contest up to now is probably suiting Fury. Now Jake Paul's starting to come over his front foot, but the hands are low. And Fury's not bad with the long straight shots. You can just tell Jake Paul's looking for the right hand over the top, the big shot.
Fury at this stage. Happy when he has to lead on the ropes. He feels he's got the repertoire to fight his way off there. He's been up on his toes and moving nicely, and he's made a confident start. There's a good right from Fury as Jake Paul tried to let the overhand right go.
So Fury's got to watch that as he's coming forward. There it was again. That's not too far away from Jake Paul. So Fury just got to be a little bit more cautious with his attacks. And like I say, accuracy with the jab is key as he's going forward.
We're expecting Jake Paul to make around £7 million tonight. Half of it will go to Tommy Fury. There was the talk about the bet, winner takes all and all that kind of thing, but that hasn't been confirmed. As we move to the final 20 seconds in the second round, it's scheduled for 8 this. And it's drawn the kind of interest that only Super Fights draw. Tommy Fury looking to land that long overhand right again. Every punch he throws gets real encouragement from what is a huge corner team about 5 yards away from us. Now they come for the third then. The white and gold for Tommy Fury, the charcoal grey for Jake Paul. Fury's looked the more compact of the two of them so far, the more stylish, but we know that Paul's got real power. We've seen that. If he does land the right hand, he can do serious damage with it.
Yeah, he's a dangerous fighter, there's no doubt, Jake Paul. But needs the opponent to stand there and trade with him. I think Fury at long range behind the jab and then bring the right hand into play. That's probably the way to go. When he falls in, then Jake Paul is dangerous, and that's not a bad body shot from Jake Paul.
Well, I think the lead shot before that was maybe the best punch he's landed so far. Certainly seems to be the cleanest. But more success in this round for Paul.
Starting to work better with his jab, isn't he? He's abandoned that up until now.
Managed to sneak the left hook in there as well as Tommy Fury came in.
It's taken the third round for Jake Paul to realise that he's got to start using his jab, and he's had a bit of success.
Hasn't been a great deal of respect in the build-up, but they will be earning respect of each other the longer the fight goes on.
There's that shot again from Jake Paul, but he needs Fury to come forward for that to connect. It's difficult to connect that right hand over the top if Fury's moving away from him. The power's taken off the shot, and it's a hard shot to land. You need the opponent coming forward. That's why he's got to time it when Fury tries to land his jab.
Looking to land big shots, Jake Paul. They're not landing it at the moment, but he's swinging away, isn't he, whenever Tommy Fury comes in.
Well, he's trying to do what he's been saying he's going to do. He's trying to knock out Fury with the heavier shots. But there's no real structure behind it. He's got to use his jab a little bit more. The better boxing is coming from Tommy Fury.
Just caught Fury coming in there, Paul. Inside the final minute of the third round. It's easy to scoff at the pair of them, but when you look at the preparation that Jake Paul does, he spars with good people, he takes it extremely seriously, and Tommy Fury, of course, as Michael Buffer said, he's almost on the royal family of boxing at the moment, with Tyson Fury at the top of the heavyweight tree and part of the team here in Saudi Arabia for this one. This has been a better round, though, for Jake Paul.
Yes, it has, and he's landed a couple of nice right hands. Just Tommy Fury just making the odd mistake of falling in, missing the target. We spoke about it earlier. Accuracy with the jab. He's missed. Jake Paul's coming back with that right hand over the top.
Tommy Fury with those piercing blue eyes, both of them landing. Well, there's the bell to end the third round. Let's hear from Jake Paul's brother. Here they come for the fourth then. The big question for Jake Paul in this round is, can he build on what we saw from him in the third, or can Tommy Fury get back behind that jab that worked well for him in the opening couple of rounds? It's a good start to the round here from Tommy Fury, who's starting to let his hands go.
Yeah, better work there from Fury. Jake Paul very dangerous, but here Fury has started this round well, so he's probably felt, his corner felt that that last round wasn't too good for him. But certainly he's come out better in this round, very positive on the front foot. Tommy Fury probably going to use the uppercut occasionally as well on the inside if he can. But that's a nice short right hand from him.
Looking to let the punches go again. Tommy Fury, this has been his best round of the fight.
It's better work from Fury because he's not lunging in either, Fletch. He's landing well, then getting back out to that safety distance, keeping the gap, maintaining it. That's probably come from the corner. That's better from Tommy Fury. It's when he falls in that he's got a chance of then walking onto a punch, but this is better from him.
A lot more reddening around the face of Jake Paul than there is of Tommy Fury. He's got that steely, determined look on his face, the man from Manchester. And that was a nice move to wait for Jake Paul to come in, then turn him around on the ropes and make him pay.
Yeah, and I can see what they're doing, what Fury's doing now on the inside, just holding it, so it just...
For the fight.
It's a contest where you've got to concentrate here, Fletch, because you're in against a puncher, so that's what Tommy Fury's got to do. That's why he's just staying on the outside, boxing quite sensible at this stage. You can't be dragged in against Jake Paul, he's dangerous. He'll prefer the contest short to mid range and to drag Fury in. That's what he'll want. He'll want him to hold his feet, miss with the jab, and then he can land that right-hand counter.
Good work behind the left jab from Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury unbeaten in 8 fights with 4 stoppages. Just the 6 fights for Jake Paul. He's got the 4 stoppages as well. They know the scores now because we've got the open scoring system in this fight as well. So after the 4th round, both corners will be told the way the judges have it. So both of them know where they stand at this stage. Long shot from Paul that found the head of Tommy Fury.
Yes, it was a good shot there from Paul, but again, Fury, I think, caught him with the jab also, but that's his danger shot. There it was there. That's a nice uppercut coming back from Fury, but the danger is there, isn't it, from Jake Paul? That right hand over the top, and he has decent power.
Which you feel, Richie, as the fight starts to slow down, he might be able to land with more regularity.
Oh, he's having a point taken off.
A point taken off from Jake Paul. Well, that's a massive moment in an 8-round fight.
Back of the head. Well, that does change things now. And that might just put a bit more urgency in Jake Paul's work. No, he's got to really go for it.
Landed a decent shot there. They cheered that right at the back of the hall. Tommy Fury's legs are unsteady momentarily, I think.
Good work there from Paul. He's really looking to plant his feet and land these big shots. He has to try and set that up though with the jab. Or he has to try and rely on Tommy Fury missing with the jab, falling in. So he probably needs a little bit more head movement, Jake Paul.
Excellent jab that was speared in by Paul, followed up by Fury inside the final minute of the 5th round that's seen a point deducted. Inside the final 20 seconds, both of them working hard in there. Good shot by Tommy Fury coming in. Worked that superbly and landed sharply with the right hand.
Both feeling the pace a little bit here, Fletch. It's obviously the build up, the nerves.
Such an important night for both of them. There's the bell. 3 to go.
So I would say Tommy Fury is winning this fight, no Fletch, especially with the point deduction. So Jake Paul is going to have to go for it now. There's only 3 rounds to go, remember. So time is running out for him, and he'll know that, and his corner will know that as well.
The message, I'm sure, from BJ Flores is that Jake Paul needs to start landing more of those powerful shots.
A good shot by Fury. Yeah, lovely shot. Spoke about it earlier. Maybe a right uppercut brought in. He did it there. There's a cracking punch there from Fury and working well with his jab. We know that Jake Paul has got a dangerous right hand, but his left hook is not bad either, Fletch. So Fury, with those low hands as he's going forward, he's got to watch what he's doing. He's up close against Jake Paul.
A little bit of damage to the nose of Tommy Fury in this 6th round. It's the first round, really, Richie, where the action's just dipped a little bit. As you say, both of them starting to feel it now.
Feeling the pace a little bit. I thought you had glimpses of that in the last round as well. But it's all about concentrating in a contest, like, especially when you're in against a good puncher. But that's better work again from Fury landing.
Paul continues to plough forward, trying to land a shot that can turn the fight in his favour. He's the one in there with the work to do at the moment.
See, they're both shown probably they're inexperienced boxers. Jake Paul in particular is given plenty of opportunities to work on the inside, but he's not taking them. There's nothing happening on the inside in his short range, and that's where he probably has a chance to land a few shots, but it's just not happening for him. Things I think you just get the feeling of going Tommy Fury's way. He's sort of handling and dictating the pace here, always taking a point off for holding.
Well, that levels everything up now, doesn't it? So a point off for Jake Paul, and now a point off for Tommy Fury. So that just closes the scorecards up if it's a lead for Tommy Fury at this stage, and that gives Jake Paul a lift as well, of course, towards the end of the 6th round.
But I think it's a lift that he needed, because again, I don't think he's winning this round, Fletch. Fury's doing the better work. It's very scrappy from Jake Paul, and there's not a lot of clean work from him.
No, it's a difficult round to score, this one, isn't it? Could go either way. I mean, there were one or two smart people who suggested 10-1 for the draw. Looked a pretty decent price before the fight started. It's never really that short, the draw, in any contest, but it was only 10-1. Jake Paul just slightly unravelling there as Tommy Fury landed a decent shot. The best age, you feel, as all square at 56. Two to go. Sean Paul has got it all square. What about you?
I've got Tommy Fury just ahead.
Carl Froch has got it 58-54 in favour of Tommy Fury, so real disparity in terms of the way people have it. Unofficially, of course, 3 judges, Mexico, the United States and Belgium. Might well come down to who can finish this fight the strongest, who can land the better shots in what remains of this 8-rounder. Crowd are really into it.
Good work there again from Fury, just waiting on the outside, waiting for Jake Paul to lunge forward to start the contest. Oh, that's better again from Fury.
Nothing really clean though, Richie.
No, but there's nothing clean coming back from Jake Paul either. It's sort of a stalemate when they get on the inside.
It's another close round. Both of them absolutely shattered.
Yeah. Feeling the pace.
You can see what Fury's trying to do. He's trying to back off to allow Jake Paul to come in and then counter when he gets close enough.
This is a better attack again from Fury, so he's staying on the outside, picking his opportunities, mainly boxing at long range. And then when they get close, he just ties Jake Paul up on the inside, so there's not a lot coming back from Paul in that short range section there, so it's better from overall. It's better from Fury.
Final minute of the 7th round.
But there's always that element of danger against a puncher like Jake Paul.
Big question is, can he get close enough in what remains of the fight to actually land one? Tommy Fury boxing sensibly here in the 7th.
Well, like I say, to land that knockout shot, he's got to try and get Tommy Fury to come over the front foot, but at the moment it's Fury who's boxing better mid and long. And at this stage, because he's getting a little bit more tired as well, Jake Paul, he hasn't got the accuracy with that right hand over the top.
Keeps walking onto that jab whenever he comes in, Jake Paul.
Well, we'll do a little cut on the eye of Tommy Fury, left eye, I think in the corner.
Yeah, a bit of damage to the nose, damage to the eye.
The corner will have a little bit of work to do there when he goes back. But that's been a good round for Tommy Fury for me.
On the fight, final round.
So the final round, what's in store? Carl Froch has got a wide lead for Tommy Fury. Jake Paul's just landed a solid shot to start the round. Both of them looking to trade. Jake Paul missing wildly. This is good. Down goes Tommy Fury. Down went Tommy Fury. He says it was a slip. The referee's giving a count.
That was a good shot, wasn't it? But he's probably caught him when he's off balance, and he's definitely touched down. So yes, the referee will have to give a count there.
Fury down. Momentum for Paul. Maybe that's going to level up any scorecards that might have been wide. Now Tommy Fury might have to dig deep.
Yeah, he certainly will. Here, Fletcher right there. Both connected with shots, but there's a little bit more power in that Jake Paul left hand. So that really changes things now.
There have been 1 or 2 rounds as well that have been difficult to score. Both of them have had a point taken off. Tommy Fury's now been down.
Will Tommy Fury try and even it up now and go for a knockout himself? And try and put Jake Paul on the canvas.
Fury with damage around the left eye, damage to the nose, catches Paul coming in with the right hand. Just over 90 seconds of the fight to go.
That was a good shot, you know, from Tommy Fury. You see the body language of Jake Paul there, the way he went back. He felt that shot, that right hand. Still looks to have gone back into his shell a little bit. That's all from that right hand, though. That first right hand from Tommy Fury.
Fury with his back to the ropes that fights off it quite brilliantly. Jake Paul's turn to feel the onslaught. Roared on by the Fury corner.
Both tried, but Tommy Fury's got the momentum there now, so he's turned it around.
The knockdown could make it close. Tommy Fury fighting for his life. Jake Paul hanging on a bit, minutes to go. Both of them have given everything in there. Tommy Fury continues to try and find the shot.
Both are just waiting again, Fletch, to land that big shot. Trying to draw each other in to make the mistake to land the big one. 30 seconds to go.
Both of them have given absolutely everything in there. Blood all over the face of Tommy Fury. Inside the final 30 seconds. Fury's been down in this round. How's that going to affect the judges' cards if we get that far? Judges from Mexico, the United States and Belgium. The final bell sounds and we will go to the judges' scorecards.